Joining us is Dr. Ian Scrimgeour, Director of the Northern Territory Geological Survey. Welcome, Dr. Scrimgeour.
Thank you.
Dr. Scrimgeour, how much do we know about the Northern Territory's minerals potential?
Well, over the past few decades, between the work of the Geological Survey and the exploration industry, we have built up a fairly substantial knowledge of the Territory's mineral potential, and this is particularly in areas of outcropping geology. I suppose our knowledge is certainly not complete, and it's always evolving and improving, but what we do know tells us that the Territory is a world-class place to explore for a large range of commodities, and I suppose especially uranium, base metals, phosphate, gold, and rare earth elements. But it is important to note that vast areas of the Territory have very poorly outcropping geology, and in many areas this prospective geology is covered by thick sedimentary cover, so it's a real challenge for us in extending our knowledge of the Territory's mineral potential into these undercover areas, and that's a big focus for us into the future.
Indeed, the Territory Government's committed to spending $14.4 million over the next 4 years on the Bringing Forward Discovery Exploration Initiative. What are you hoping to achieve?
I suppose in a way the name of the program says it all, and it's all about bringing forward the next major mineral or petroleum discoveries in the Territory. And in particular, there's three ways we hope to do that, to bring forward new discoveries. Firstly, we want to lower exploration risk through the provision of high-quality geoscience data and prospectivity assessments. We also want to increase the intensity of high-risk, innovative greenfields exploration by co-funding selected industry exploration programs through our newly announced geophysics and drilling collaborations program. And we're also working pretty hard on trying to raise the Territory's profile as an exploration destination, both nationally and internationally, and to facilitate investment from overseas in exploration programs here in the Territory.
So a lot of the work's highly technical. Can you briefly take us through the kind of geoscience that's used to identify exploration opportunities in greenfield regions?
Well, in the Geological Survey, we do use a varied and multidisciplinary kind of approach to assist companies in identifying new exploration opportunities. We certainly have a focus on getting our geologists out on the ground in underexplored areas and doing geological mapping, collecting new data such as geochemical analyses, and getting the information out to industry as soon as we can. And we combine all of that data together to compile a framework of the stratigraphy, the tectonics of an area that form the basis of regional prospectivity assessments for industry. And we also back this field-based work up with the acquisition of regional geophysics, such as magnetics, radiometrics and gravity, to allow interpretation of the undercover geology. And we're moving towards an increased focus on using that geophysical data to produce 3D visualizations of undercover geology to assist exploration targeting.
Sounds very fascinating. What points will you be covering in your presentation to the Mining the Territory conference on the 14th and 15th of October at the Darwin Convention Centre?
I'll basically just be going through recent highlights of our Bringing Forward Discovery initiative and how we can help industry in exploring in remote and underexplored parts of the Territory. In particular, I'll be focusing on the newly announced successful applications for the first round of our geophysics and drilling collaborations, going through what exploration programs the government will be co-funding and giving tips for companies on how to successfully apply for funding in future rounds. And I'll also just be touching on some of the other exciting new geoscience data coming out of the initiative, including the new results of our first major regional gravity survey in Central Australia.
Dr. Ian Scrimgeour, it's been great talking to you, and we look forward to your presentation at the conference.
Thank you very much.